Fred, you had a chance to visit with the team. What's your message to these guys?
The biggest thing that I talked to them about was just let them know how proud I am of them. It's a group of guys I obviously have a great relationship with. It just seems like yesterday that I was in that room and Suk up in the film room talking to them about my career move. And, I'm really proud of how they've molded together, how they bonded around Coach Prohm's message. I think Steve has done an absolutely masterful job of getting these guys playing their best basketball at the right time. The other thing I told them is to take a step back and enjoy the ride. That's one thing I never did, is you get so caught up in the moment, and you have to enjoy this process. And before you know it, you're going to be 43, and your daughter's going to make a bad decision to go to Kansas, and you're going to have 3 boys, teenage boys, and you got to savor the moment. And we accomplished some special things together, being the 5th straight year in the NCAA tournament. I told them they've got an opportunity to do something that no other Iowa State team has ever done. And as a person that had a relationship with the guys, and as more importantly as an alumni of the university, I know I'm speaking on behalf of everybody that graduated from Iowa State, just to let them know how proud we all are of them.
And you know better than anybody just how hard it is to make the Sweet 16. I mean, nothing's given at this time of year.
Yeah, it's really hard, and you need some breaks along the way. You have to win an ugly game or two. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite pull off the ugly one at the beginning of last year's tournament, but they're in a great position. I think they match up very well in their game on Friday, and there's some things that they can do to expose the way that Virginia plays. And I told them they have to take care of business, because I'm on the road now until Saturday, and I already bought my ticket for Sunday afternoon.
How closely have you been able to follow these guys?
I followed them more towards the end of the year, into the tournament. Our schedule is just so demanding with everything that we have, but I've tried to follow them as closely as possible, and I'll always have it on in the background when I'm preparing for my next one. But the 2 tournament games, I've gotten an opportunity to watch most of the games, and just love how they're playing right now. With the way those guys are playing right now, they can beat anybody.
Your family's obviously still paying pretty close attention. They were out in Denver, so are they able to follow it more closely than you are?
They are, yeah. In fact, they watch their games some more before they watch my games. So, it was great to allow them. My sister-in-law, Carol's sister, lives in Denver, so they said all along if they get to that Denver region, they were going to go out and watch and support them. And it was great for me. I could see the twins and Jack right behind the bench, and it was pretty cool. Now they're going to be on spring break, but they've already got a spot where they're going to watch the games this weekend.
How's your relationship been with Coach Prohm?
My relationship with Steve has been really good. I called him as soon as they made the Sweet 16. They were in the airport getting ready to go back. I still watch some of the things that they do, and a lot of the same actions that we ran and had success with. And I may give him a little tweak here and there and saying, hey, if this isn't this, that this next option might be the one there. And I said, just tell me to shut up if you don't want me to give you advice. But he's like I said, he's done a wonderful job with this team, and I couldn't think more highly of the job that he's done.
Are you pretty happy the schedule worked out the way it did, where you're home tonight and these guys get a chance to come see you have a game?
Yeah, I think it'll be really cool for them. Some of them have never seen an NBA basketball game before. I remember the first time I went and just experienced the whole NBA atmosphere and just the size of the players. And that's the thing that you're most amazed with when you're not used to the pro game. So yeah, I think it's really cool that these guys are able to experience that. And then I told them, I said, after tonight, you got to get that razor sharp focus and get ready to go take care of business on Friday.
Last thing for you, just how are you doing? I mean, you've had a trying year with all the injuries. I think 18, 19 different starting lineups. It's a reality check, isn't it? I mean, just tell me how you're doing, fighting through all that and still having your team in position to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm doing well. It has been a very trying year. Tonight against New York will be the 3rd time all year that I've had the starting lineup with Rose and Butler and Dunleavy, in Gibson and Gasol, and I've still got 3 guys on minute limits coming back from injuries. So that's been tough, to have that dynamic. But we are fighting through it. We're playing our best stretch of basketball right now. Unfortunately, so are the teams we're battling with going into the playoffs. So hopefully, we get a chance to get in, and then anything can happen once the playoffs start.
Awesome. Thanks, Fred.